We all have moments when we react strongly to situations. Sometimes these reactions are out of proportion to what's happening in the present. These intense feelings or behaviors might be echoes of past experiences. Past trauma can leave deep marks on how we respond to the world around us. Recognizing these patterns is the first step to understanding how your past might be shaping your present. Triggers are like emotional tripwires. They are specific events, people, or environments that provoke strong emotional responses. Identifying your triggers is crucial for understanding the impact of past experiences. Think about the situations that evoke intense emotions in you. Is it a certain tone of voice, a specific phrase, or maybe a particular environment? Write these triggers down. As you list them, consider how they might be connected to past events. For example, imagine you feel anxious whenever someone raises their voice. This reaction could stem from a childhood experience where raised voices were associated with conflict or danger. By connecting your trigger to its potential root, you gain valuable insight into your emotional responses. Remember, triggers are not inherently negative. They are simply signals that something from our past needs attention. Identifying them is an act of self-awareness and courage. Self-reflection is a powerful tool for understanding the connection between our past and present. It's about taking the time to listen to our inner world, to understand our thoughts and feelings. Journaling is an excellent way to practice self-reflection. Set aside a few minutes each day to write about moments when you experience strong emotional reactions. Describe the situation, the emotions you felt, and the thoughts that crossed your mind. As you write, ask yourself, what might be the root of these feelings? Don't judge your thoughts or feelings, just observe them with curiosity and compassion. The more we understand our inner world, the better equipped we are to navigate the challenges of life. Self-reflection is like shining a light into the corners of our minds. It allows us to see things more clearly and to understand the patterns that shape our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Sometimes our current reactions mirror emotions we experienced in the past. We might find ourselves feeling the same fear, anger, or sadness we felt during a past traumatic event, even if the present situation seems unrelated. This mirroring is a sign that unresolved trauma might be influencing our present experiences. Take some time to reflect on your emotional reactions. Do they seem out of proportion to the current situation? Do they feel familiar, like echoes of past emotions? If so, try to identify the past events that might be connected to these feelings. For example, imagine you feel intense fear when someone criticizes your work, even if the feedback is constructive. This reaction might stem from a childhood experience where criticism was harsh and unrelenting. By recognizing the connection, you can begin to heal from the past and respond to criticism in a healthier way. Trauma can leave us feeling vulnerable and unsafe. It can trigger our survival instincts, leading to automatic responses like fight, flight, or freeze. These responses are our body's way of protecting us from perceived danger. When we experience trauma, our nervous system goes into overdrive. It's like our internal alarm system gets stuck in the on position, even when the danger has passed. This can lead to hypervigilance, anxiety, and difficulty regulating our emotions. Understanding the impact of trauma on our nervous system is crucial for healing. It allows us to approach our reactions with compassion and to develop strategies for managing overwhelming emotions. Emotional regulation is the ability to manage our emotions effectively. It's about finding ways to soothe ourselves when we're feeling overwhelmed and to stay present even when our emotions feel intense. There are many techniques for practicing emotional regulation. Deep breathing exercises are a simple yet powerful way to calm the nervous system. Mindfulness meditation can help us become more aware of our thoughts and feelings without judgment. Other helpful practices include exercise, spending time in nature, and engaging in creative activities. Finding the techniques that work best for you might take some experimentation. The key is to be patient with yourself and to practice regularly. Section 7. Challenging distorted thinking, shifting our perspective. Trauma can lead to distorted thinking patterns. We might overgeneralize, catastrophize, or see things in a negative light. These distorted thoughts can fuel our emotional reactivity and keep us stuck in cycles of fear and anxiety. Challenging these thoughts is essential for healing. Start by identifying the negative thoughts that run through your mind. Then, ask yourself if these thoughts are based on facts or on past fears. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, I'm gonna mess everything up, challenge that thought. Ask yourself, what evidence do I have to support this thought? What's a more balanced way of looking at this situation? Challenging distorted thinking takes practice, but it's a powerful way to shift our perspective and create a more positive outlook. Section 8. The power of perspective. Seeking feedback from trusted sources. Sometimes we need an outside perspective to help us see our reactions more clearly. Talking to trusted friends, family members, or mentors can provide valuable insights. Choose people who are empathetic, non-judgmental, and supportive. Share your experiences with them and ask for their honest feedback. How do they perceive your reactions? Do they see any patterns that you might be missing? Their feedback can help you gain a fresh perspective on your experiences and identify areas for growth. Remember, seeking feedback requires vulnerability, but it can be incredibly rewarding. It allows us to build stronger connections and to learn from the experiences of others. Section 9. Knowledge is power. Learning about trauma and its effects. Educating ourselves about trauma and its effects is an essential part of healing. There are many excellent books, articles, and online resources available. Understanding the science behind trauma can help us make sense of our experiences and develop effective coping strategies. Learn about the different types of trauma, the common symptoms, and the various approaches to treatment. The more you know about trauma, the more empowered you'll feel to take control of your healing journey. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to mental health. By understanding trauma, we can challenge the stigma surrounding it and create a more supportive environment for ourselves and others. Section 10. The healing journey. Embracing therapy for deeper understanding. Therapy provides a safe and supportive space to explore the impact of past trauma and develop healthy coping mechanisms. A qualified therapist can help you understand your triggers, challenge distorted thinking patterns, and regulate your emotions more effectively. Therapy is not a sign of weakness, it's an act of courage and self-care. It's about investing in your mental health and well-being. If you're struggling to cope with the effects of past trauma, consider seeking professional help. Remember, healing is a journey, not a destination. There will be ups and downs along the way. Be patient with yourself, celebrate your progress, and never hesitate to reach out for support when you need it.